Right into it. We got week 17 bets on a budget presented by SOBET. Go check that out. Use code the issue when you sign up for SOBET. The link can be found right in the description of the video or the episode. No matter how you're watching, where you're watching, it's there. Go sign up. Great expert advice. A lot of really good picks. A lot of people making money over there. It's not a cost, it's an investment. Go get on it. SOBET, code the issue.
Couldn't agree more. Let's go with Detroit +6 at Dallas. So did you know that, I know it's technically on a Saturday night, but it's a Monday Night Football broadcast. 8 straight underdogs have actually won outright on Monday Night Football broadcast. That's 8 straight weeks, including this past week, of course, with Baltimore being a dog at San Francisco. I'm not sure. I think I would probably lean, and I did take Dallas to win, but 6 points is a lot of points. Jared Goff, once again, indoors against the spread, is the most profitable quarterback in football since he has joined the league. And the Lions on the road under Dan Campbell are covering 63% of the time. Absolutely love the play at +6. I'll take Dallas to win on a last-second field goal. Their kicker's fantastic.
Yeah.
Last-second, long field goal. I'll take Dallas 33-30.
Yeah, I do see it being really, really close. I think Detroit comes out and runs the football.
There's a chance
really
they win outright. It would not surprise me even a little bit if Detroit wins outright.
I mean, it's just the way if they can establish a run game, what Jared Goff can do with play action.
You're gonna know within the first quarter if Detroit stands a chance. You're gonna know 2 series in, does Detroit have a chance?
It's gonna be, can they run the football?
That's
gonna be the
and
key thing.
And you'll see it.
Yeah.
Are they good on the line of
Very
scrimmage?
early
You'll
on.
know early.
Yeah.
Tampa Bay -3 versus New Orleans. There is not a worse coached football team in the league since Dennis Allen has been coaching. I mean, they are awful.
Yeah,
They're only covering 43% of the time as a dog under Dennis Allen.
With that roster, too.
And it's even worse on the road. It's down in the 30s. I mean, it is bad. And Tampa Bay is on a little bit of a heater. Baker Mayfield's been good. Not MVP good, but over the last 4 weeks, if you extrapolate that out, he has been an MVP-level quarterback in terms of numbers. These past 4 weeks, he's been really good, pass rating in the low hundreds. Baker Mayfield on the Bucs, I think they win by a touchdown.
All right, I like that one a lot, too.
27-20.
27-20?
Yeah.
All right, I really don't like the Saints in the slightest. I mean, with the roster that you have, you should be able to at least be competitive.
In that division, they have
are.
easily the best quarterback. Well, going into the year, I would say Derek Carr was better than Baker, but Baker's overtaken.
Has now way
but they have
overplayed,
the second best quarterback and the best roster in that division.
Yeah.
Yeah, sad. Indianapolis -3 versus Vegas. Did you know Aiden O'Connell did not complete a pass after the first quarter in that game? I mean, I said it going into the game, they're closer to the team that scored 0 against Minnesota than they are the team that scored 70 against
Denver.
Thank you. No, against LA.
No.
Yes, the Raiders scored.
Oh yeah, the Raiders. They scored 64. I thought you were. Never mind.
We're not even on Miami. Are
No,
you
I
good?
know. Yeah, I'm
This
good.
guy. But anyway,
You said 70 in my head.
The
it was
Raiders.
Miami.
The Raiders are terrible. They're not a good football team. And the Colts bounce back at home. It's a cross country flight for the Raiders. It was a bit of a letdown after a big division win in Arrowhead. I think the Colts roll. I'll go 23-10 Colts.
Okay. Just kind of running away with it a little bit.
Yeah, 23-10. Yeah, it's going to feel closer. They're going to score a late touchdown, really put it away.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Now, here is where you bring in Miami. Baltimore -4 versus Miami. For all of Mike McDaniel's strengths, which I think he's a lot of it, very smart guy, seems like he's a good motivator, he's actually a sub-500 coach out of his own division. 45% of games against the spread, outside of his own division.
Huh.
I know, right? It kind of surprised me. But anyway, and we know how good of a coach Harbaugh is. And 4 is an interesting line, right? So 3.5, the hook goes to the underdog, right?
Right.
So at 3.5, you're usually going to bet the underdog, especially in a close, back and forth type of game.
Yeah.
At 4, though, Vegas is telling you there's a decided advantage for one side. It's the lowest number that you can get with a decided advantage towards the favorite. Does that make sense?
Right.
So I'll go ahead and go with Baltimore -4.
Okay.
It's a classic number for a lot of bettors to get favorites.
What's your score prediction on that one?
Oh, let's go Baltimore. Oh, this is tough.
I know.
I think it's going to be a little bit lower scoring than a lot of people want to say. I'm going to go 23-17 Baltimore.
23-17.
That defense is legit.
Yeah. All right. I like it. I think Baltimore will roll.
What do you think it's going to be?
I think a little bit higher scoring than that. I think at the end of the day, you have 2 really good offenses. So I'm going to go 32-26.
32. Okay, interesting numbers. Cincinnati +7 at Kansas City. Believe it or not, the Chiefs have not been a good cover team, especially as favorites. Andy Reid's only covering like 49% of the time as a favorite, and actually at home, it's a little bit lower. I'm sorry, as a favorite, he's 52. At home, though, is 49%. Like he's just. It's almost like they play with their food too much. Even in the height of their dynasty, like the last couple years, they still don't cover as much as you'd think, especially late in the year.
Yeah.
It seems like they're almost resting for the playoffs. Now this year they have to fight for every win they can get now.
That's true.
But I'm going to take Cincinnati plus the points. They're undervalued a ton because they got stomped by Pittsburgh, but they're a much better team than being a 7-point dog against Kansas City. That just doesn't make a lot of sense.
And they match up. Like, the matchup between these two teams is
100%.
Always so tight.
Yep,
so close.
absolutely.
I know that you're missing Joe Burrow, but
Jake Browning's good enough.
And
He's
the
good
roster around him is built to win.
Yeah, I agree.
Just don't make mistakes. You'll be fine.
Yeah, I agree. Let's run through them again. Detroit +6 at Dallas. Tampa -3 versus New Orleans. Indianapolis -3 versus Vegas. Baltimore -4 versus Miami. And the dog Cincinnati Bengals +7 on the road at Kansas City.
Got to love it. Guys, those are the bets. Go check them out on SOBET and place them on whatever betting app you use, whatever is your favorite. Go make some money this week. We will be back